Hi, Preggy Muffins. Why is this on delay? Delay, delay, delay. Hup. Hi, Preggy Muffins. Sorry that I haven't posted in a couple weeks, but I've been sick, and I'm still kind of sick, and it sucks. Just like head cold, virus, whatever. So I thought since I look like crap and my face is all broke out, if you can see that, and it's all dry and disgusting, this would be a good time to um, do a little makeup tutorial on how you're going to look at work or whatever during your pregnancy when you feel sick or not. So if you'd like to watch a couple tutorials about, wearing dramatic makeup or some makeup tips during pregnancy when you don't feel good or when you feel great, keep watching. Enough of that. Let's get started. My go-to hair look for when I was pregnant was a loose top knot. I'm a nurse. If you want to see a tutorial about a loose top knot, please comment below and I will try to put that up when I'm not being sick. And I'm sorry, I'm going to sniff all through this video. Please don't hate. But I'm going to. Um, I just put my hair up in a bun, loose bun, and then my bangs are like halfway grown out down to here. So I just twist those back and pin them up. So loose top knot for me. But let's get started. I love makeup. God, I'm gonna shut this. Is that better? Is that lighting better? There's too much light. This is a basement. This is my basement craft room. You can see, here's my little craft station. And I love to make my own like homemade soaps and all that kind of stuff. I like to do organic face wash and all kinds of stuff like that. If you ever want to see any tutorials about that, comment below and I can add those. But let's focus on pregnancy and our makeup right now. I bought this super cheap kabuki brush at Kmart because that's where us rich folks shop. And I used Mary Kay Time Wise Matte Foundation only because my sister-in-law gets it for me at a discount price. Otherwise, I kind of use whatever foundation I can find because I'm poor. I'm not poor. I'd say we're middle class, but every YouTube tutorial that I see is like they're all using MAC makeup and stuff. And I have MAC eyeshadow, but I don't like wear it every day. Like, who are these rich girls that can wear MAC makeup every day? Not me. Anywho, so I just put a little dab on my kabuki brush, and then I just am gonna work upward. I just kind of like to slop it on, and I just try to put a really light layer on it first, because you can always build on your foundation, depending on how dramatic you want it to be. I'm gonna buff that in. I kind of wisp it into my hairline because you don't want a big ring of orange cake in your hair. So I'm gonna have to shut this curtain. It's just in my way. Either I look super duper pale. Do I look really pale? I fixed it. It turns out that the light was not coming from the window, it was coming from the window reflecting off my desk onto my face. I'm just a first time YouTube person, don't hate. Okay, so now we have that all buffed in. I like to go a little bit down my neck too because nobody wants like that weird orange line right here. Then, while I'm getting ready, I like to use ELF. Can you see that? ELF. Look at me trying to be a pro. ELF, Eyes, Lips, Face. It's also from Kmart. It's 99 cents. But I've used Urban Decay and MAC primer. I use MAC for my wedding makeup. I could just make that a combo, my wake up. And you're just gonna take a little wand like such and just paint it onto your eyelids. Now this is more for the next dramatic look, but I'm just gonna throw it on for right now. You don't need this if you're just gonna wear like some loose shadow for our first like no makeup look. if you're like me and normally you slop it on every day. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of time to dry. I have really like overhung eyelids, as you can see, like you can't even see my eyelids unless I'm like, ah, unless I get a brow lift and I'm really awake. Anywho, so I put that on. This was 99 cents, y'all, and it works really good. Really well. Really well. Okay. Gosh, my lips are so dry and chapped. Ugh. Then the next thing that I do is pencil in my brows because they're hideous and I only have a couple. So I just like to just go in, and this is just a brown eyeshadow pencil. It is called Black Brown by Rimmel London. It's like almost gone, as you can see. And it's got one of these cool little brushes here. See how I just like kind of painted that in, and then I'm just going to kind of smudge it into my eyebrow to make it look softer so I don't look like a crazy person who like penciled in a highbrow. And then it looks like, hello, I got an eyebrow. And then for my other weirdo eyelid, I have to be kind of careful so that it doesn't look like that. You're all like, why are you doing a tutorial with us? Because you don't even know how to do your own makeup. I do, I swear. I promise. So then I'm just going to kind of buff that up. And every day is a challenge with this damn eyebrow. And then you try to make them match a little bit. And this is what I like about this brush is that you can really do whatever you want with it. And this eyebrow naturally is a little bit smaller than that one. It like just isn't as big. So if you don't have to pencil in your eyebrows, and then I'm always raising this one. Why? Does that make me look cool? No. Why do I do it all the time? I don't know. What's wrong with me? This one looks like, and this one kind of looks like, but it's what I have to work with. I guess I could get like some people get their eyeshadow or their eyebrows tattooed on their forehead. I'm just not really for that. I just think that's kind of creepy. It doesn't help that my eyes are like naturally offset. So I'm like, I quit doing that. I keep doing it. So now that I have my eyeshadow, or now that I have my eyebrows put on, just a quick, easy little tibbity-do about um, just everyday wear is I take just a peachy colored, like a little bit darker than your regular skin tone. This is by Lorac Cosmetics. It's called Perfectly Lit Lumiere Parfait Spotlight. And it's just a little compact like this. But the color, I hope you can see it, is like just a peachy, goldy color. It's just like a little bit darker than foundation. I just swirl a little bit around like that. And then I'm just going to dab it onto my eyelids. So it just looks like I have a little bit of something something there. Then I take my big ol' fat bronzing brush and I take a little bit of my NYC Sun and Bronze. This is bronzing powder, Fire Island Tan. Yeah, Fire Island Tan. Not like you guys give a shit anyway. You have your own bronzing powder, but I'm just saying. I'm just going to brush that right here on my cheeks just to give me a little bit of color because usually when you are barfy, you get really pale. And then I'm just going to give myself a little bit of color up here where the sun would naturally hit your forehead. Little dab right there. Make a little fish face. And see that line? That's where you want to put your bronzer. Then After that, I'm going to take my favorite color of blush, and I've used all kinds of expensive makeups. Do not hate. I love Plumberry Glow by CoverGirl. It's like this really just that is not even doing the color justice. It's like just this pink perfect color. And then I take my blush brush, swirl around a little bit, and then I just dab a little bit of color up here on my cheekbones. Just a little dab will do ya. And then, now that I have just a little bit of color on my cheeks and I don't look horrifyingly horrible, I'm going to put just a little bit of eyeliner on. I love this eyeliner. It is by NYC. I also use, and this is totally, you guys are going to make fun of me, but I also love, what is it called? I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer back here too. A little bit of, throw some color on. I also use Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner, and I swear it is amazing. I don't care what anybody says, it's $2.99 at Kmart or Walmart. I live in a small town, so I can't go to Sephora or whatever, but anywho, I'm just gonna put just the tiniest bit of eyeliner, just smudge it along the outer corner of the bottom of your eyelid, just to give you a tiny bit of definition. Now, if you're gonna barf all day, it might run. So just a tiny bit. See how it just... You still recording? My computer's so weird. So just a tiny bit of definition. Then on the top, since your top eyelid doesn't water or it's not affected as much when your eyes water after you barf, I'm just gonna put a little bit, 2/3 of the way over. I have small eyes, little beady weird eyes, so I like to try to make my eyes look bigger. If you try to put eyeliner on the whole part of your eye, it will kind of box your eyes in and make it look smaller. So I am going to just do this about 2/3 of the way, give my eye a little pop-a-doodle. I probably look weird when I'm putting makeup on. But now I look a little bit more defined, a little bit more put together, and I look like, okay, I don't feel like total ass face. And gosh, my eyes are really uneven. See how this one's super low? Looks like I had a stroke. And then if you want to add a little bit of pizzazz, I like to just throw in a little wing. Just a little baby one. And to do that, you just drag your eyelid pencil, or eyelid pencil, yeah, because that's what it is, just a little bit out, just a little baby wing. And then it makes me look like, hello, I'm pregnant and I came to work. And then I always put my chapstick on. And then I always put a little lip gloss on. I love the EOS lip gloss. So good. So here's just like a simple, like, I'm coming to work, and or this can be like, oh, I just threw on some eyeliner, but it looks like I don't have really a lot of makeup on at all, but it's like, okay, I'm ready to work, or like, this is just a simple 5-minute makeup. Ba-doo-da-doo. You can put gosh, you can clearly tell that I don't do makeup tutorials at all too often, but I'm just sharing with you what I did or still do when I don't feel good or when I'm getting ready. Um, you can put mascara on if you want. I never wore mascara when I was pregnant because I barfed all the time, and even if I use liquid, when it would just run down my face, I was just like, I look like Tammy Faye Baker on the jury stand, preaching for her life. So, although I love Tammy Faye Baker, don't get me wrong. So that's it for the simple look. If you want to look for a more dramatic look, keep watching and we'll go through that. Thanks for sticking around. Now, if you want to get a little bit more technical or a little bit more amped up look, I still have my weirdo top knot in, but that's okay. Who cares? Um, I'd still leave it in though because when you're gonna lean over and barf, there's no hair in your face. And I was so hot during pregnancy, whenever my hair would just stick to my neck, I was just like, oh. So I'm just gonna leave the top knot in. Clearly, I'm not that amazing at makeup or hair. I'm just telling you what I did, so sorry. Okay, so we already have our base of what we're gonna do on, but now let's turn it up a little bit. So we all get those puffy looks under our eyes. Um, we get the dark circles, and it's just gross. For those, I like to use, this is called NYX Photogenic Concealer. I did get this on Amazon.com because I get everything on Amazon.com because my son goes to a private school and they use Script, and it like every time you buy a gift card, it goes a portion of that goes to your tuition. So that's how we can afford private school. Meh. Otherwise, I also use e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer, 99 cents at Kmart, y'all. So I'm just going to get a little glob here, and then instead of drawing a circle, you're going to draw an upside down triangle. And it is perfectly fine that we already have other makeup on. You can always build makeup on makeup. It's just hard to take it away. So, we're going to do both eyes till we look like the Crow. If you're old enough to know what that is and appreciate 1990s movies, bravo. The Crow is this sweet, like, goth movie about this guy who turns into a crow after he dies. I don't know. It's a cult classic. Check it out. Anywho, so now we're like, oh. And I'm going to take just a simple foundation brush by e.l.f. And this is only 99 cents at Kmart, y'all. I'm just going to kind of blend that out. It's okay that it's kind of cutting into our foundation. It's okay that it's covering or cutting into our blush and bronzer because we are going to apply a little bit more of that anyway. So now you can see I'm more like, hello, I'm awake, I'm ready to work, I'm ready to seize the day, I don't have dark circles under my eyes. I know, I'm crazy. I've been up all night. My son had RSV last week, and so I like have had no sleep, and I'm a little bit delirious. Don't be afraid. And then I also use, where did you go? This is called e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Just for that. And I think this was like $2.99. It's a teeny tiny little pot. And then I have this Sigma tapered highlighter brush, F35. I don't think it was like $6 on Amazon. I'm kind of a makeup. I just love makeup. I don't buy tons of high-end stuff. My like big Christmas gift to myself last year was the Naked palettes 1, 2, and 3, and they're like $50 a piece. But you have to treat yourself once in a while. So what I'm doing with this rounded brush is just lightly, barely dipping into my little pot here. Just a little fairy dust, just a tiny little scotch, and then I'm just going to lightly brush it along down here. And it's going to kind of wake my eyes up even more. And then you can put a little dot up here. And then some people like to get cray and put a little bit on their little cupid's bow down here to kind of highlight that and be like, woo, I'm ready. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to move my mouse so my computer doesn't shut down on me again because I'm cheap. I'm sorry. And I would like to take this color by CoverGirl. It's called CoverGirl Eye Enhancers. It says Fard accent. Is that French? I think it's French. Fard accent. Is that what an eye enhancer? Whatever. But the color is called Pink Chiffon, and it's just a barely like shimmery little powder. So I'm going to take that with my little wand. I only use this in the bottom lash. I never use these on anything except for like right along here. So I'm going to just dibby dab that on this pink color right down here. Hello. I have like brown green eyes, so I'll do anything to lighten my eyes if I can. I always try to like look up YouTube tutorials on makeup, and then when I try them, I'm like, that doesn't look good on me because all these girls are really pretty with like blue eyes, and I'm like, what are us brown-eyed like deep set eye girls supposed to do? Anywho, then I take a little dabby do of that again, just a little. Oops, sorry, I'm sorry. I take a little dabby do of that again. I'm just gonna put it right here on the inner corner of my eye. See that? Just a little dollop. Little dab will do ya. And that kind of wakes you up too, like, woo, I'm ready to work. Or if you just want to be like, yeah, I'm pregnant and I barf, but I still look fabulosity, so shut your face. Then I'm going to go in with this darker color. This is by CoverGirl also, and it is called Foreverly. Foreverly. Okay. It's also apparently a Fard accent, whatever that is. And it's like this purpley plum color. As you can see, I use it all the time. And then I suggest that you get one of these eyebrow, or what is it called? An eyeshadow C brush. Because it's supposed to go like in the C of your eyes up here, like a little like C. And this was like $2 at Kmart. It's an e.l.f. brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit of color here. Just pick it up a little bit. Don't get too cray, otherwise it'll start dusting down your eye here. But I just am going to brush it along my brow bone a little bit, bring it down here, and then brush it into my eyelid a little bit. Boom. Boom shakalaka. I'm going to do the same thing over here, starting at my brow bone, go down, and then drag it across the first third of my lower lid. And then just kind of taper it off there. Oops. Get down there. Nobody asked you. So now I have just a little bit of color. It doesn't want to come over here. Good, you're home. That's like for a little bit more amped up look. I make little weird sound effects. Then I'm going to use my blending brush. What is this? A Sigma Taper blending brush, but you can get this anywhere. You can also get this at Kmart. I'm sure e.l.f. has one too. I'm not crazy over makeup brushes. I'm not like, oh, you can only use MAC, blah, blah, blah. Clearly. So I just kind of blend it in and see how that's just like a little like, whoop, like, hey, ho, I'm ready to go. But I'm going to get my blush again, beep, and my bronzer, and I'm just going to amp up that bronzer just a little bit. So I'm going to make my fish face. And just kind of carve out my cheeks just a little bit more. See how it makes my cheeks look just a little bit skinnier? Because they're not skinny. I'm still trying to lose my baby weight from McCoy, and he's 2. It'll come when it comes. I'm doing Weight Watchers actually, and it's working pretty well. I lost 10 pounds in the last 2 months. Holla. Lose weight slowly, okay? Or it's going to come right back. So then I'm going to take my blush again, and this is Plumberry Glow. Get a little bit more blush, and then I'm just going to just bring a little bit more color up here. What am I doing? It's hard to do this. Like, I look at my webcam, and then I look at my mirror, and then I'm like, what am I doing? Just go a little bit higher up than you were with your blush brush. And then I go back with my weirdo kabuki brush, and then I kind of blend it all in, just to kind of give it a polished look. So now I have kind of a smoky eye, and I'm going to redo my mascara. I'm not going to put mascara on. If you want me to do a tutorial on mascaras that worked for me and didn't work for me, I can do that. Just leave a comment below. But I'm not going to wear it right now because my eyes are really watery because it's allergy season and I am still sick. So I'm sorry. I know this is probably a terrible video. Anywho, so I'm going to go back in over the 2/3 of my eyelid and then do my little wingding. I'm going to do a little bit darker this time. I just don't do well with mascara. I just don't. You should probably wear it though. I mean, just saying. So now I look even a little bit more polished and professional. And then I'm just gonna redo this a little bit. Only go about halfway to 2/3 of the way so that it doesn't box in your eyes. And now we're like, hello, we're ready to work, we're ready to hang out. I have like a little bit of a smoky eye, hello. If you want to go even darker, you sure can. I try not to go too dark unless I'm like going out or doing something else. Um, and then I do use a little bit of a lip stain. This is Blushing by NYX. And I'm just going to dab that on. Whoa, that is dark. Thanks for telling me, y'all. Get a little bit of that off. And so now I'm like fresh faced and ready to go. So that's my little makeup tutorial. And this is like if you want to go and be like, yeah, I'm pregnant and I'm sick, but I don't care what you say. That's a little makeup tutorial by me. I'm sorry it's my first one. Give me a chance. If there's anything you'd like to see below about a review about mascaras when you're pregnant, not running down your face, or any other little tips to help get rid of or skin issues, leave a comment below and I'll try to post a video. Mwah! Thanks for watching, Preggy Muffins, and have a great pregnancy.